So, this is talking about technology and patents. But patents can also work out for you in a weird way. So here's the one weird thing with patents when I worked at Valve. Really early on in my time there, one of the lawyers and I were talking. We talked baseball a lot. And he was just like, can you figure a way using Facebook to message a link to Steam where people can like have something happen? I think it's start a game. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And it was weird, right? Because you're using Facebook to message, but it's a Steam link, and it has to also go through SMS, messaging of the phone, and figure a way to do it. Send it to him, and then he's like, "Come down to my office," and he's like, "Okay, you can't delete any of your email. You're gonna put on a list. You're part of a lawsuit. When there's a lawsuit going on because we're being sued, you've got you can't delete emails because they have to be able to have those as discovery, right?" And Valve had learned this when they had their lawsuit with Sierra, that they go through all these emails. So the email retention policy at Valve was really strict. It was 90 days, and then you had to boot it. And so that's for legal reasons, maybe 90 days, like 6 months. So there was something, I don't know, because I never had it. Because after that, later, while that's still going on, and this was a crazy lawsuit because this person had sued the phone makers and then had sued like the platforms, and now was just going after everybody else. Right? They're just scumbags. Because it's people that already paid it. Like, they're whatever. Okay. But then there was some other lawsuit I don't even remember, and they had me do the same kind of thing. And then they're like, yeah, just don't delete this. And eventually it was just like, I had all my emails from the day I started to the day I left. And it was just a fluke of why not just keep it to one person always having to keep their emails, which is kind of helpful, though, because sometimes it's nice to go look back. You know, the first email we ever sent to Michael Booth about Left 4 Dead was Eric wrote it. Eric's funnier than me. He's not funny. He's like, we're not really good at making games, but we're really good at efficiency. So we're going to let 10% of your staff go. That was his intro email. All these assholes. It was pretty good, though. It was pretty funny. Mike quite kind of got the joke, and it was fine. Eventually, Mike and me became friends. It was fine, but they had a little rough start. So it is like the patent things are always just so weird because it's like this, like, well, what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? And, I saw this with the VR stuff of like, where Valve's like, we don't want a bunch of patents, but we're going to do a bunch of patents because otherwise you're going to do a bunch of patents. And then there's just patents. Wacky.